Nerdcore could rise up. It could get elevated. Nerdcore could rise up. It could get elevated.
Okay, I did my part. I hit record.
Nerdcore used to be just a made up.
And I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I hit record.
I'm doing my part.
Do your part.
Hmm?
Yeah. So Kyle did his part, and then we're
Yep.
done.
All right. See you guys later.
See ya. I mean, it feels like that. Listening to us feels like forever, but we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we do.
So, welcome to Every Man's Guide to Nerddom, where we are 240.
Something you also talk about pretty much what I want. I hit the button way too
Whoa!
early.
Whoa! What happened?
My testicles dropped.
Finally, after 40 years, you guys were here for the event. We've had an eclipse. We've had Chris's balls finally dropped.
Yay!
It's been an eventful week.
Hooray! I'm gonna have to change this for this now. Okay, so your turn.
So if you guys want to be part of the community, join us. We got a link in the show notes down below for our Discord.
Below.
You've totally flip flopped.
Or hold on, we could do this one.
Below.
Or below.
Discord is a great little application. Get it on your smartphones or your computers or your tablets or whatever, and join in the conversation. We've got lots of channels for lots of conversations that are happening, whatever you are interested in that may be kind of nerdy. I'm not even going to read them all off because there's like 70. So all kinds of categories. Hop in those, talk with fellow nerds, have friendly or unfriendly discourse, whatever. We don't care.
If it's with Chope, it's going to be unfriendly.
With Chope, it's going to be unfriendly. Yep. Also, make sure after you like and follow, subscribe, or whatever you're doing to listen to us or watch us right now, check out Chris and myself both on Twitch occasionally. Chris over there under Guyver Unit 01, GUIVERUNT 01. Myself under KSIG, K_SIG. Try to typically stream on the weekends, some indie horror games or just indie games, community games, whatever grabs our fancy. School work stuff is slowing down, so I'll probably be on more, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Chris is still pretty regular on the weekends, so if you hit those,
it's because I take fiber.
He does. Lots of this episode brought to you by Metamucil. When you need to be regular and you're over 40 and you're a nerd, Metamucil, poop easier. So we
let it flow.
Let it flow. Actually, it reminds me, I think I'm out of Metamucil. That's a lifesaver. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
He eat chia seeds, dude.
Cannot recommend Metamucil enough. So way better than Chassis. So yeah,
hey, maybe
where
we
was
can get
I?
them to sponsor us.
Metamucil. Are you?
I'm dead serious. It's been 4 years. We need a sponsor.
Are you straining with your nerddom? Don't. Metamucil, let it flow. I'm regular now.
I'm regular.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah,
okay,
there's all that stuff, all the intro things out of the way. So yeah, make sure you guys are like, subscribing, following. If you're watching on YouTube, leave us a little comment. That helps with the algorithm, whatever, to help spread the word. So
spread it.
Yeah. So we're still on Bad Batch.
We're still on Bad Batch. We've got to I need Kyle to get done with esports in school so we can record a couple episodes and catch up.
Yeah, I know. Life's busy. Well, I've
slowed down a little bit.
I haven't yet, and I've still been doing, like, the weather's getting nice, and like me, once that weather gets nice, I've turned a leaf and been touching some grass a lot more often.
And himself more often.
Yes. Well, the weather's nice. It's not so chilly and things are easier.
It's easier because it's not an innie.
Yeah, no more scared turtle. But I'll have more like regular free time coming up too. So I've just been enjoying nature. I know it goes counter to what this whole show's about, but just out there living it.
Living his dream.
Yep. Soaking up that vitamin D.
So before we get on the vitamins. Listener of the week. I actually found out she's still listening, which is amazing, keeping our Canadian algorithm going.
Oh, yeah?
Miss Morgan.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah, she stopped by my channel Friday night when we were streaming. It was great hearing from her and seeing her. And last time I talked to her, she had some stuff going on, and seems like she's doing just much better now. Just really awesome. It was great to hear from her, great to talk to her, and love her to death. And she said, I'm a couple episodes behind, but I'm still listening.
Hey, girl.
Like, it was awesome. Awesome hearing that. So thank you very much, Morgan. We really appreciate you listening.
We do. We do. All the appreciations.
All of them. Us more than Chove.
Yes.
Chove.
Show.
All right, Bad Batch, season 3, episode 7, Extraction. And boy, oh boy, is this like a medical extraction.
Welcome to the pullout episode.
This, yeah. You're just spraying those lasers everywhere after the pullout.
Just pew,
Okay.
pew, pew.
See where I have it paused at right now?
Yep. Fire.
Does that not look like a Mandalorian helmet?
Oh, 100%.
Look at it.
Yeah. That's not by accident, I don't think. I mean, it's just like a little thingy thrown in there, but
It's like a Japanese or Chinese Mandalorian helmet.
Yep.
With the Raiden hat on. Yeah. Oh, maybe that is intentional for them. Who knows? Disney does so many things. Oh yeah, then they announced the Mandalorian and Grogu movie for 2026.
2026.
I think it was 2026. I don't think it was 2025. I swear I read it was like May of 2026.
God dang it. Oh,
I
well,
know.
give me time to get caught up on everything else.
I'm not gonna, which means that we're gonna have a 3-year lull in between Mandalorian, which means I'm gonna have to binge all 3 seasons before that movie.
I'll find a good recap video. I'm starting to rely on that now.
Oh yeah,
And
those
then-
are good.
Because I can barely get the season in as it is.
That's
And then when it
true.
comes time to redo it all, like I'm still behind on like I've been watching there's so much stuff I need to watch, but only so much time in the day. So
But yeah, if you guys hear me rubbing my eyes and my nose, allergies are at an all-time high right now.
I
And
don't think
am
they're going to be able to hear
dying.
it. They'll see it.
They might if I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is so bad right now.
All right, so
Okay.
we got a fire.
We got a fire. Fire!
So
Can
this
they
is where
yell that?
Yeah, we're in our own confined space.
Okay, good.
So we're picking up where we left off last episode with the raid, where the what did they call him? The shadow
The
something.
well, shit. The specters.
They call him
weren't
the Shadow, Clone X, whatever. There was explosions after he was trying to basically get Omega, and eliminate the rest of the batch and friends. So somehow he survived. There's a big boom, big explosion.
Eggs. I'm trying to remember what exactly they're called now.
They were like assassin clones. They call them shadows. They've called them a few different things. I've got the Ashley and Co. episode recap pulled up. If you guys, it's actually with Ashley and Co. Like this website,
Yeah, they're one of the best.
does it's really concise but detailed. If that makes sense. Like
The Shadow. Yeah, Shadows or Clone X, just like you said.
yeah, they shout out to them. We got no affiliation with them. Don't even know who they are, but they do an awesome job of just a really concise but detailed recap of the episode. So I rely on them a lot because I can't remember things.
Kyle and I have a really good knowledge of, we know a little bit about a lot of things, and then
But-
sometimes a lot about a little things.
Yeah.
Um,
But remembering stuff,
remembering stuff is hard.
it's hard.
And so yeah, we readily admit that we read and look at other
this,
stuff
this
too.
is not all off the top of our head. 100%.
No.
It reminds me, I got to
Well,
pull up the Wikipedia.
This
I'll
is
be prepared.
also how you increase your knowledge, is by learning about this
Oh yeah,
shit,
there's
so.
stuff. I mean, we watched this. Like, if you
Go
guys don't
for
know, we're looking at this. We're watching this episode together, and we're breaking it down like scene by scene. We've got it pulled up over on a little extra screen over here that we can watch remotely at the same time. But there's still stuff that we miss. There's stuff that gets brought up. And so yeah, we've got to have, and we don't research ahead of time. We're doing this as we go, because yeah, that's us. But yeah,
Mhm.
We're not the end all. We make mistakes every episode, and you guys call us out on it, and that's great.
Mostly B-Rob.
Mostly B-Rob.
So, dick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's right, but still dick. All right. So the shadow is trapped in the rubble because the base exploded.
Explosions.
Explosions. He does have awesome uniform or armor. He's hurt.
That's one of my favorite armor sets in the whole series. Is the shadow,
agree with
Clone
that.
X, assassin, clones, whatever they are. It's pretty sweet. I mean, it's very Crosshair esque, but not like
Not at the same time.
it's not a clone of his clone armor. So yeah.
No. He's trying to. It's very interesting that they have it. It's not like a Pip Boy. He's got this little data pad, but it's on his bicep.
Yeah.
On the outside of his bicep. So he's, tapping it and it's damaged. So I think he was trying to call his ship or something. Basically, he's walking through the rubble. You know what walking through rubble looks like.
Rocks.
Next thing you know, we see Hunter. And he's got a flashlight and he's looking at everyone. Rex is on the ground. Omega's coughing up dust.
Yep.
Or rocks.
Or a tooth.
Or a tooth.
Why doesn't that ever happen? Like, we see people get messed up all the time in shows like this. Nobody ever loses a tooth. Like, that's going to be a thing that would happen, I would think.
I would think so too.
I would love to see like a snaggletooth wrecker. Just
I think he already does miss it. I think he already is missing a tooth.
well, more teeth. He should be. He should look like a Canadian hockey player by the time a season's over with.
He's like, hey, Mantel mix. Like, those are rocks. Wrecker. Yeah, Mantel mix.
I gotta eat my shake. Ain't got no teeth.
I need my roughage.
Yeah. Space Metamucil.
Space Metamucil's rocks. They're like, we need
poop.
to get. I can't poop. Wrecker. Plan 40. They just bend him over and let him go to town. Shooting out rocks. The batch is like, we need to get moving before the reinforcements gets here. They're helping Rex. Hunter goes, is there another way off the spire? And then Rex chuckles and says, there's always another way. I think that was a hidden joke personally.
Yep.
Because the batch always finds another way to do things. They're never straightforward.
There's always another way.
There's always another way. So I think that was kind of just a nod to that.
Yep.
Rex moves something and he has Wrecker move this big box and they jump into this hole into nowhere.
Yep. Seems safe.
Would you say it's a road to nowhere?
No, it's going to go somewhere eventually. But it was, road to whatever. Your face. The shadow is trying to move rocks. Yeah, we'll cut back to the outside. So they're making their escape going down. So the facility they were at was like on top of a rock spire pillar thing. Yeah. And so now they're like they're in the guts of the mountain. And they're having to, make their way down. Very Lord of the Rings-esque, actually, as they go through the mountain, and there should be like songs and whatever, but they're trying to make their way to escape. So they're taking like the alternate route, trying to get to a ship. And they're trying to get to their ship, which is named the Remora. Not to be confused with the Ramada. Not with the Ramada, but I think I was chuckling at this. They nicknamed the vessel the Leech. Really? You know why that's funny? No. Remoras are those little fish that attach to like sharks and stuff with those leech-like suckers. With their tendrils? With their teeth that look like it's all around. It looks like a sarlacc pit. Looks like a sarlacc pit. Oh, okay. All right. Except minus the tendrils that come out of their mouth. I just thought that was funny. Hauser goes, the Leech doesn't have a hyperdrive, so it won't get far. Like, what kind of ship is this? Yeah. No, but we can use it to contact Echo. So they're betting on Echo at this point to come pick him up. Like kids at a movie theater who snuck out. Come pick us up. Yeah. Waiting for that one older friend that has like a Camaro. They're going to cram in the back seat.
Yep, yep. And then that one in the middle is always farting.
Mhm.
Um,
That'd be Wrecker.
it'd be Wrecker. The Shadow is his shoulders hurt. You can tell.
Mhm.
Then all of a sudden, these transport ships land, and there's Commander Wolf
Yep.
with Captain Scorch, and you see just dead troopers everywhere. And Wolf like kind of looks at him like almost sad.
Yeah. I still like, even with this, like we talked about it in the just when we were going over the Mandalorian live action stuff, how it was really cool that like Pascal and all those could like convey emotion even with a helmet on,
Which is awesome.
And that really actually comes from these, and like going back to Clone Wars and all that, like being able to convey emotion without being able to see a face, and just like head tilts and pauses and stuff like that is really cool little things. But to be it, I think it's personally more impressive that they do it in like this, in like in Bad Batch and the animated stuff, because you had to animate that. Like I could
That's
tell
hard
you
to do.
like stand there and look sad with a helmet on, and we'd be able to tell that you're sad with a helmet on. But having to try to figure out like how to, articulate that's pretty impressive. What you got a thought? Oh God.
Yep. No. So you have Commander Wolf says these are clones, they're not insurgents. I think this is a very important line.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Shows he still thinks about this, right? And then the commando says they're both, like, just without hesitation.
Yeah. Screw those guys.
Screw those guys. You get this.
All right. So Wolf is now seen as the still going with Clone X. Pops up, and he's basically kind of debriefing, like, who are you? What squadron are you with? Clone X is like, well, that's classified. And then it's like, well, tell me why the spire is burning. Bring him, like, your objective was to get Omega, the target Omega, alive. And Shadow's like, well, yeah, she's still alive. And Wolf now is like taking command of the scene. He's like, well, I'm in charge of this operation. And then I think this is really important too. He tells Hilo, which was the commando clone, to switch everything to stun. And so they're not going on oh God. I hope it doesn't pick you up. It doesn't look like it wants to, because I can't see you at all. Oh God. Confused. If you guys aren't seeing the video for this,
sad.
Can you still hear me? Do you have your headset on underneath that? Oh, okay. That sort of works.
Could you tell I was sad?
I could tell that you were something. Ah. Like, I knew it was coming. I knew what, like, you got the look on your face. I'm like, I know exactly what he's about to do. And still in awe.
You're welcome. Okay, so what part are you on right now?
Well, we're after Wolf debriefed Clone X, took control, but basically took over the site. And then I thought it was pretty important that, like, he tells all his troops, like, set your blasters to stun.
Right.
So he had them go from attack mode to stun mode. And
they're still brothers.
Yep. Brother.
But it was
So now
also
they're
important to note
making
that
their way
X completely ignored him too. And jumped down the hole and ignored orders because he sucks.
So they're going to seal him in.
Okay, gonna seal him in.
Oh, there you are.
There we go. Did I freeze up?
No, you're good. Your audio kind of cut out for a second.
Okay, good. So they're all on the transport ship now.
transporting.
and they're flying down in a circle around
Well,
it.
it's around a spire, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like the marble thing. You know what I mean?
The marble.
So-
Oh, yeah.
That goes down the little swirly thing
Little
in
loopy-loop.
Mousetrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're raiding the spire now. Like you would think that they would, I don't know, just start blasting it if they really wanted to kill him. Well, I guess they don't.
They don't want to.
'cause
They got to get Omega. Yeah, that was the whole thing. Like you're supposed to get Omega, and like Wolf even called him out on that. He's like, "Oh, the girl's alive."
And this is another one that's hard to explain.
And they're running. Yeah, this is like they're eventually going to meet. We got some going down. We got some, repelling. We got the Clone X assassin guy making his way down the tube.
And then Rex and company are going down the stairs while the others are going up. And then you have Sharpshooter looking down the the hole, sees lights, and he goes, "They're coming." And then there's rocks falling from above, and it's Clone X shooting at Sharpshooter.
we're in a tight spot.
We're in a tight spot. And then he's like, oh, me hand. And then
What did he
puts,
just do there? He did something. He was.
I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
I think it's a butt plug.
No.
He was shooting it at Clone X because Clone X, look, the way Clone X was looking at him, he was looking behind, like he was posing.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had to.
He was asking for it.
He had to deploy the device. So
He had to deploy the device. It was actually an explosive that went next to him and went beep beep boop 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 boop.
Yep. Kerplow.
Kerplow. Kerplunker. Explosion. Clone X almost falls, goes into a little maintenance shaft or a window. Not sure why you would want to have all these windows in the spire just to look at the nothingness.
No, they're lookout points.
But that's Star Wars.
Mhm.
But that's inside.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well,
if it
they're-
was outside, I would understand.
And like, hey, we may have a situation that would involve a plot down the road. So while we're constructing this, yeah, it's
They
probably
also
in
have-
all the plans and the contracts. Like, hey, what do we gotta?
It
We
was
gotta build stuff like this. Like, well,
we
the
knew we
guys-
shouldn't have given these designs to Jerry again.
Yeah.
Jerry's dyslexic, reads things backwards.
Oh, exhaust port. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
I'm glad
okay,
we took a whole movie to explain why that was there.
Star Wars Legends, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be great though. They should do like Star Wars Legends, like no Star Wars. Star Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
It's just Jerry.
Well, the first one's Jerry. Real Men of Genius.
Hey, you guys want the same access panels on all these doors?
Today we salute you, Jerry.
he's
Jerry the foreman.
he's the freak. Well, that's where he made all his money. He was cutting corners as a subcontractor and using the lowest bidder. Like, hey, all these access panels are the same, right? Any droid can stick their little thingy in it and go whoop 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 and open them. But we're not going to tell them that because the actual good secure access panels with like the level 4 security, that's a lot of extra credits. And so Jerry's pocketing all the difference, right? And then he's goes blows it at whatever that card game thing they were playing the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At a casino.
Yeah, he's got a gambling addiction. So there's a whole movie plot surrounding, Jerry and his gambling addiction and it.
It's Star Wars Legends. I'm seeing Jerry look like the vendor.
Yeah.
In Aladdin, the beginning of Aladdin, who we know is Genie, but he's like guaranteed to never break. It broke. Okay, we're going on.
He owes a lot of money to Lando. That's probably what it is.
He's always
Lando
on the
Calrissian.
run from Lando.
Mhm.
Lando's saying it's okay for
Like ice cold Colt 45.
Colt 45.
Smooth as butter. All right.
Smooth like butter. Rex is undercover. They make it to the leech. And Batcher's licking people. I don't think there's peanut butter. involved.
There might be
There could be.
Mantel butter.
Mantel butter. They said prepare for launch, and yeah, this thing looks. It's just like a. What does it look like? It looks like a
And go back.
lens on a camera.
The hole? Oh, that. What? Okay, hit play.
That's
Looks
the
like a
ship.
projector. That's the ship. Oh, they just took a projector and like the ones that are on sale at Walmart right now. Good deal.
Oh yeah, the $35 ones.
Well, there's some better ones now. There's some 1080 ones you can get for about $100.
But still,
I've considered it. Like that's a good deal. That's a 1080p projector. But I'm like, I don't know where I would use it.
in your
No.
butt.
That's just projecting. Mm-hmm.
Clonek, they escape. They're starting to fly away. Clonek sees them. He goes through the hole. Look. Let me look through my sights. I see the engines. 2 rapid fire shots.
Shut
Takes
them
out
right in the
2 of
HDMI port.
engines. Yeah, right in the HDMI port.
Mhm.
They're going down. They're like, repeat marker 205, going down. They're calling echo.
Yep.
And like much of those $35 projectors, it breaks on the first use.
Mm-hmm. Catches fire. And then everybody's in danger.
Fire on the spire. Oh,
How
that'll
many
be
times
episode
have they
2.
crashed this season, by the way? Now I'm thinking about it.
Oh,
Like somebody's got to have some TBI going on.
a lot.
A lot. Like
They're about to be dropped from their space insurance company.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Space Co. is the
Space Co.
Yeah. This is Gorlak, your friendly Space Co. representative. Yeah, we're
It's the Space General.
Save some time.
There's some time. The Space General. Oh, thanks, Wrecker from State Farm.
He sounds hideous.
I'm wearing a red shirt.
Oh God. I forgot to tell you, nobody else is going to care about this, but we're here right now. So whatever. So I was up in Tulsa on Thursday and went to an event for the school. I had my khakis on and a red polo to look nice, to represent the school.
I already know where this is going.
And so like take the kids to go eat. And like, I got to run to get like an energy drink. So I'm going to drive across the street to the gas
You
station.
go to Target?
No, I went to Quick
No.
Trip.
Oh,
And, and so I'm just walking through, minding my own business. And I feel like everybody's like looking at me, like somebody was like wanting to ask me a question, and I'm not even paying any attention until I start to walk out. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, I don't have my name. Like, I could have done so much shenanigans in there. Yeah. Like, all these chips are expired. I'm going to take them out to the back, Jimmy.
hey, why is that guy underneath the squishy machine? Ah,
Quality control.
I'm bringing my own container.
The flow rate is not optimal. I'm going to call corporate. And oh my God, that would be so.
You should do that next time you're in town.
I wonder how hard it would be to buy a Quick Trip name tag, like get one made and just like go in there in some khaki shorts and red polo, just walking around. Like, yeah, I'm here
Probably
for
not that
corporate.
hard.
Get a clipboard.
Hopefully next time, one time when he's in town, we can meet up. Because last time he came in, we were driving back from Texas.
Yeah, just missed you barely too. Like it was within like a couple hours, but
Yeah.
sometime soon.
So just sometimes. Okay, so this is actually cool where we stopped it. Cool looking.
Yeah.
You see the clone troopers and a stormtrooper and X. Did you notice that? The mixture?
Yep.
One on the left and then 2 clone troopers. So like, oh, crashed in the jungle. All right, we're gonna go look for him now. And he's like, Commander Cody's getting on, or Wolf is like, I said to stun them only, you jeopardize the mission. And X is like, I prevented the target's escape.
I did a good thing.
I did a good thing. Your order is to retrieve the girl alive and unharmed. Why'd you shoot it down, you butthole?
Mhm.
The vessel crashed in the upper jungle region. Get the shuttles in the air. So Wolf's trying to pull it together.
Yeah.
He's like, this isn't over. And you can tell X really cares. He's like, okay.
Yeah. Better watch out because he'll give it to you.
Yeah, X gonna give it to you. And then X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you.
Every time he shoots, he's just like, arr, arr.
Oh, or Rex gonna give it to you.
Ah,
That'd be cool.
that's even better. I think it's less obvious, but still good.
Okay. So
It's not a
they
game.
take off. And they're
It's like, you think this is a game?
uh-huh. I do. All right. So you look surprised. There's a crash ship with the batch in a jungle.
Again.
Wrecker gets down and he's like, ugh. And Batcher leaps over him like any dog would.
Yeah, Omega, like, she's actually going to help him up.
He's like,
"You're
all
okay,
right,
little-
whatever.
You're okay, little babe." She immediately runs to Batcher. Screw those guys. You're my friend.
Oh, speaking of, I gotta tell you this one just because it's hilarious. Looking at Batcher doing that. So youngest came in yesterday. She was
Mhm.
outside playing with the dogs, and she goes, "Hey, mommy, daddy, Poe was outside doing something to Misty." And we're like, "What?" And she
The
goes,
hugging?
she stood up. She goes, he was being a bad boy. He was going like this and doing the arms pumping, hips thrusting motion. For those of you who aren't watching this, oh, I was dying. We're like, yep, dogs hug sometimes.
Yep. They're just showing affection.
Yep. And I'm just sitting here going, he ain't got no balls.
Just
He
all
ain't got no balls, Lieutenant Dan.
show off.
Show off. So, sure, can you carry those supplies? Like, yes, stay close. It's easy to get lost in this terrain. And you can tell there's Crosshair caring about her again.
Mhm.
And she's like, what if there's bad stuff out there? And he goes, oh, I'm much worse. And then two of the troopers just kind of look at each other. She said, you're as bad as Hunter. Oh, I'm much worse. And then I said, fast forwarded too much. Two of the troopers just kind of look at each other like, ugh, what a dick.
Look at this dick.
I went way too far. Basically, next thing we know, the ships find the shuttles find the ship and they're exploring it. Nothing there, so they rappel back up. Not rappel, get hoisted, I guess, back up.
Mhm.
And then they go two opposite directions. They think they know where they're going, so they're trying to cut them off.
Nah. They're intercepting.
Next thing you know, we see X running through the jungle alone, Batcher sniffing something,
Probably
and
where Rector took a leak earlier.
probably. This is,
Tracking him.
I'm the alpha.
He just pees on Batcher.
He's on Batcher. Good girl.
No, wait, I forgot Batcher was a girl. Never mind.
No.
That got weird.
Next thing you know, the
Unintentionally.
shuttle finds them. They're trapped behind a
It's
rock.
a shower.
It's a shower. It's so wet. What's it smell? I had asparagus. The shuttle cuts them off, and the troopers rappel down, and it's not a tree, our squad, I guess you could say, is
Mhm.
trapped behind a rock. And they're trying to figure out what to do. They give Wrecker some grenades, and he throws them, and boom, and they're just smoke grenades.
Poof.
And you hear yapping, and they're behind him. And they're set to stun. Wrecker throws another
Like they're
Smoke
fighting the
bomb?
David Copperfield squad.
right in the. It is the David. Magic. It's Chris Angel. He's mind freaking him.
Mind freak. That's really
Mind
who
freak.
Clone X is really Chris Angel.
Chris Angel. Mind freak.
Just like I can levitate. No, you can't. You're
No, you
5'7".
Yeah.
Maybe.
We see Wrecker lifting you up.
You look like somebody threw you into a hot topic and everything stuck to you. Get out of there.
And then you found Alta next door. Oh, jeez. Why do you have the face mask on? Mind freak. Now it's a fight scene. Basically, they're ambushing them. in the smoke. You can tell that the stormtroopers aren't used to this because they're getting demolished.
Yep.
Unconventional tactics, we could say.
Unconventional.
Um,
And they fly away.
a part yeah, they fly away.
There they
A
go.
part that apparently we missed was Crosshair's questioned again by Rex, and he tells Rex the reason he left the Empire is because loyalty meant something to him, and he realized that it didn't to them.
Yep.
When he found out they saw him as disposable, he left. And not that, hey, I care that they didn't give a shit about my friend, clone friend, and that set me off. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of it. Apparently, Ashley and Co had problem with this episode too because it's a lot of action. Because
Yeah,
it's like kind of all over the place if you look at it.
Yeah, not that we have a problem with a lot of the action. It's just really hard to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, when we get into like the action heavy episodes, they're really hard to discuss when we can talk about the animation, the cool special effects, all that stuff. Oh, Predator scene. But
that was a Predator scene.
I guess I don't want to say like our bread and butter, but it's better when, for at least for you guys to listen, when we can talk about like character development and all that. And there is like all the episodes have moments of that, except for that stupid racing episode. And which was like we're sitting there trying to do freaking Star Wars NASCAR is really all that was.
And they're going in a circle.
And they're going faster. But
And there's another circle.
There's still a lot of good stuff happening here. And I still feel like it's really setting up for, I'm hoping personally, and this is just I don't know if this is like the basketball music or whatever, that this ends tragically, the whole thing. Because
it will.
Oh yeah, there's going to be more. Like we had some pretty good tragedy last season, allegedly. We still don't know, totally know, but we'll find out. But like, I'm still holding out for like the big sad.
So I have a theory on what's going to happen with Omega. First, I thought she was going to die, but we know how important she is to Project Necromancer.
Yeah.
With her M count.
Yep. And we know that, that kind of sort of works.
Yep. With Snoke.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the resurrection of the Emperor. I'm wondering if she's Rey's mother. The Emperor's daughter. Like he'll end up adopting her and she'll end up being like Rey's mother. Because it would be about the right
time period. It would be, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
that could make. So then a clone offspring, can they reproduce?
I don't know. I don't know if they're like Ken dolls. No one's ever like pulled down their armor to find out.
Well, okay, you keep going. I'm going down.
No, they can. They can. We saw, and you haven't watched Clone Wars shit. In some of the Clone Wars, you see some troopers who have deserted and ended up having kids.
Did they actually have them, or did they like adopt them? They're like,
they had the kids.
Now I'm your step clone.
Yeah. Oh, help me, step clone. Yeah. So there's a Predator moment, what Kyle was talking about. Crosshair uses his visor and sees the infrared and sees X, and then X starts shooting. They start pushing each other away, but one of the clones gets killed. Next thing you know, they're charging at X. Omega has her little crossbow, and it becomes a shootout between Crosshair and X.
Yep.
And he says, I'll draw his fire, get to the ship. And they're like, I don't like that idea. And it's like, too bad.
Enemy at the gate moment.
It is. Oh, it is.
Yep.
He's like, go now. And he's providing cover for him. Very poor cover.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it is better. And then X, he doesn't see him. And you can tell his hand's still fucked up because
he would have landed that shot before. Yeah.
He hits the rock, forces him to crash, and you hear this. Psh. He's looking around. They're at a waterfall.
Yeah, they're like on this like little creek bed thing, and this is cool, all foggy and stuff.
I really like this part.
Oh, I remember this part because you had a big theory coming up here.
So I think if you watch this fight scene, now they're fighting right here. And once they get into the water, I'll tell you. They're fighting, they get thrown into the whitewater, the rapids,
Yeah.
and they're going over the edge. And they both go over the edge. Very
Yay.
Indiana Jones moment.
Yep. This is also kind of giving me some Anakin Obi-Wan
Yep.
vibes
Yeah.
from but water instead of fire or lava.
So they're over and they're both there. And then the first one up is X. And he pulls out his vibro knife.
Mhm.
And Crosshair lost his mask and he's slashing. He grabs him. He said, "You had your chance to be."
You had your chance to be one of us.
Oh, well done. And
Crosshair kicks him
but that
in the
line,
nuts.
so back off a little bit. That line right there, you had your chance to be one of us. So, I mean, we knew that they were trying to do stuff with Crosshair anyway.
Right.
And so I wonder if he was going to be the original Shadow or if they used his stuff to try to enhance these guys.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even
You
think
know,
about
because
that.
that line, you had your chance to be one of us. I don't think he meant to be like one of us, like the Empire one of us. I think he meant you had your chance to be one of us, this like elite,
The
Hitman
Shadows.
squad. Yeah.
So they're fighting. And I looked, and this fight seemed very similar. He's like, "You're on the wrong side." He headbutts Crosshair. He's walking while Crosshair's down in the water, pulls up, and he does the right there.
Okay, go back
When,
again.
when Crosshair goes up,
Yeah.
headbutt, throws down, Crosshair's on the water. He goes to punch him, punch X. X blocks it, and this uppercut right there. That was the scene last season between Tech and Commander Cody, I believe. And Commander Cody had that exact same fight style and that same uppercut. Like,
Okay.
exact same. I think X is Commander Cody.
Okay.
Because if you remember, Commander Cody left after looking at that wall, just kind of disappeared. And what if the Empire, found him trying to escape, desert, and sent him to this program? Because Commander Cody was one of their top officers. Maybe.
Possibly. Well, and that would also, that one of us kind of thing. That doesn't sound like a foot soldier line.
Mhm.
That sounds like leadership line. You know what I mean? Like something that somebody higher up would say, not, somebody that was just following. Yeah.
Right. So the uppercut, and then he grabs him and he's trying to drown him in the water. This looks eerily similar to season 2. Crosshair's gurgling and he passes out. And X is like,
I got shot.
he got stunned. Goes over the waterfall. Crosshair wakes up all of a sudden and he's holding on. And it was that Cody who saved him? It was Gregor. Which means there's some trust there. He stunned X. The batch pulls him up and they run.
Making their way back to the where they called in for
Cliff.
help. Like they called in for a pickup. Yeah.
Yep.
To the extraction marker. There we go. That's the word
There
I was
we go.
looking for.
So they're standing there and they hear a ship approaching. They look and it's not Rex, or it's not Echo. They go, "That's not Echo. That's the Imperial shuttle."
Mhm.
So, okay.
It's Wolf, isn't it? Yeah, it's Wolf.
Yep, it's
So
Wolf.
Wolf and Rex recognize each other. So we kind of have a little bit of a stand down. Everybody puts their weapons away, and the mutual respect helmet taking offing happens.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
And reports said you were killed in action. that you went down and aborted attack cruiser. And he's like, oh, I did. I lost a lot of good men that day. And this is the standoff. Notice their guns aren't. They aren't
the
down
Imperial
yet.
side, they haven't put it down.
Yeah. And he said, tell me you're not fighting against us. Rex says, no, not against you, against the Empire. They're dicks. They're imprisoning and experimenting on our brothers, killed others. This is a very important part. Wolf goes, the Empire wouldn't do that to us. And he's like, you're blind. Well, half blind. He didn't say that, but that's my joke. Because Wolf only has one eye.
Yep. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. And Omega goes, it's true. That's what's happening on Tantus. And Wolf's like, what? He's like, we have to stop them. You can help us. You can stand with us. And he's like, I am a soldier of the Empire.
That's Wolf.
Yep. These are my orders. Hand the girl over and I'll make sure you're given a fair trial. Yeah, we know that's going to happen.
Yeah. And everybody's like, yeah, nope.
Yep. Raise guns. He goes, Rex, calms it down, says, I know you've been trained and given your orders, but open your eyes. You're hunting a child.
Or I.
I know that's not who you are. And Wolf is questioning now. He said, as your brother, I'm asking you to do the right thing. Wolf's looking, and he's like, ugh. And then you hear this data pad beeping. And you see Echo coming up. And the commando, Scorch, goes, there's an unmarked vessel coming up. And it's Echo, and I don't recognize the other one.
And friends.
And friends.
Mhm.
So you're looking.
This is a cool scene right here with the still have the standoff. So you got Wolf and the Empire on the right hand side.
And they are highly outnumbered.
Highly outnumbered. You have Echo landing on the left side, and so they're on this little plateau kind of thing, just looking at each other.
Yep.
And this that's such a cool scene. Shot from the side, or I guess animated from the side.
Animated from the side, yeah.
Mhm.
Rex nods. Echo or Wolf nods at him, and Wolf lets him go. So this isn't going to end well for Wolf. He's letting him go. He's trying to convince Wolf to join him, but Wolf's like letting him leave, and they go off. And here's the thing: if you've watched Rebels, you know that Wolf eventually does the right thing and joins Rex and Gregor. So he's going to do the right thing. Just right now, he's confused.
Yeah.
He watches them fly off, and he's like, recover the fallen, then we move out. And Scorch is like, but sir, they're traitors. Wolf goes, perhaps. But they're clones. And there's the theme. We owe them that. And they walk off onto the ship. And the stormtroopers like, these damn clones.
Yeah.
Actually, they're all clone troopers under his command.
Yeah. So that's what we're like, what's this flight back going to be like? What are they going to talk about? Hey,
you're getting a pimple. So are you. No. They're flying off towards the spire. And then all of a sudden you see the waterfall and a hand rushes out, and it's X. So this X is hard to kill.
Yep.
He's just panning and coughing up water, and next thing you know, we're in hyperspace with Echo and Co.
Echo and Co. It's like a really bad PBS show.
It is. Made possible with clones like you. Hunter and Rex are talking. And it's like, I thought the end of the world would be the end of us losing our brothers, but I was wrong. He's like, Hunter tells him, Rex, you can't win this fight. And Rex goes, well, Hunter's like, the Empire's too strong. Rex is like, I can't walk away. Not now.
Just walk away.
Well, just walk away. And neither can you. Not with the Empire being after the kid. And there's Omega just snuggled up, sleeping with Batcher. And Rex is like, you better protect her. After Hunter says, we'll protect her. And he's like, I think she's vital to whatever they're doing on Tantus. He's basically telling him, you need to figure out why they want her. You want to keep her safe, you need to find out why she's so important to them.
Had to get a stretch in there.
And then dramatic scene of Hunter looking at Omega.
Mhm. She's tuckered out.
Yep. And you can tell he's like, his eyes kind of squint. You can tell that's his resolve right there.
Yep. Still a good
And
episode.
that was a great episode.
Yeah. You know, we talk
So-
about these action heavy ones and they're sometimes hard to talk about, but I mean, we got a really cool add on to X there, to Clone X. We had Crosshair making good with Gregor.
Yep.
We have Wolf's moment of resolve, which we know that comes into play way later.
Yep.
I'm just kind of curious to see how the rest of that actually plays out. So a lot of really cool things happened out of this episode. God, I hate to say that I'm ready for it to be over, but I'm ready for it to be over because I want to know what happens.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in it. So it's been a great season so far, and they're almost done. So we gotta put a move on this because I
Mhm.
want to talk about Fallout. Damn it!
Oh God, that'd be another. Well, yeah. And that released all at once.
Yeah.
That's the yeah.
Yeah. So
We will have to do what we can do with that.
yeah. So tell us what your thoughts are on the episode. As always, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping us going for 4 years. So
Mhm.
yeah. With that, this has been Every Man's Guide to Nerddom. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kyle, and wherever you guys are, please have a great evening, nighttime, morning time, whatever time it is, wherever you are, and please be good to each other.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
See ya.
ya.
Nerd core could rise up. It could get elevated. Nerd core could rise up. It could get elevated.